Good morning, everyone. My name is Akanksha, and that's a beautiful Newbury Town Centre where my lovely assistant took my picture. So I'm a portrait as well as personal branding photographer. My intentions are to now move to corporate world for team headshots or headshots for the company employees, and that's why I'm present here today. I don't have the intention to make you all very hungry with this picture. I'm a good cook, honestly, a fairly good cook, but I'm not a chef. And this has got to do with every profession. We might have some good skills, but that doesn't make us professionals. When I decided to leave my IT world, the question was, what am I going to do? So I was always good at photography, but just as a hobbyist and not as a professional. So thinking of taking it as a profession was far, far, far from my imagination. But having said that, I decided to take up a photography course from one of the renowned photographers in India. He's a Magnum photographer. We've got just a few Magnum photographers all over the world. I wanted to understand if this is something long-term or is it just coming to my mind because I feel I'm good at it. So I took up this course, absolutely loved it. In parallel, I was also giving corporate trainings in automation testing. So both the stuff was going parallelly and I was loving both. When the course finished, I absolutely missed it. And then I decided to create my first portfolio. I finished my portfolio. I was happy, but not too happy with it because I thought there's something missing. So the photographer that I learned from was more of a street photography expert. That's what Magnum photographers are. But I wanted to be more towards, portraits and other work. So I then started learning from a very well-known photographer in America. I went to international conferences, everything to understand and learn from the best, just to make sure, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I've absolutely loved my journey. Like I said, I decided to learn from the best, not just to be any other photographer, but to make a difference, be a photographer who actually delivers high quality work. This is my little girl. She's not my why. So a lot of people think or say, their family is their why. She's absolutely not my why, but she has given me all the reasons to look at life from a different perspective and beyond numbers and just the business. So my business is a part of me. I'm not my business. I'm much more than my business. My rock. So this is my lovely husband. This picture he took, it's a selfie he took during one of my photography sessions. So we were just coming out of lockdown and I had not hired my assistant, which meant that I needed somebody's help to actually assist me during the session. So he decided to take a half day off just to help me out. He's a senior technical lead with Capgemini. So yes, he works for Vodafone. So what do I do other than bragging about my family and great cooking skills? I am a fine art and contemporary portrait photographer. I do business headshots and I do personal branding photography. From start to finish, we try and make every session an enjoyable experience. These are just a couple of pictures that I take towards the end of the session. I want to make sure that my clients leave the session smiling and even enjoy the rest of their day. So that's a personalized gift that I give to all of my clients towards the end of the session. So who are my clients? My clients right now are small to medium business owners, ranging from coaches to consultants, accountants to financial advisors, will writers, copywriters, you name it, and I might have worked with them. The lady on the left, she runs a company called youngplanet.com. they've been published in The Sun, Lad Bible, HuffPost. Absolutely brilliant stuff she's doing. So she came to me for her PR and marketing portraits. The lady in the middle, she is a healthcare management specialist. And the guy on the right, he's Guy Lessinger. His name is also Guy, and he's a financial advisor. So I've literally worked with every small to medium business owners. So how do I help my clients? I've got a specific process, and through this process, I understand the business owner that approaches me for their personal branding images. My process helps me understand why they started their business, what's the business personality, what's its story, what are they trying to convey to their clients, how do they want to be perceived by their ideal audience, and equally deliver what they are. I capture all that in the form of personal branding images and help my clients deliver the right impression. So do personal branding images work? They absolutely do. In fact, if somebody says they don't, I'd like to have a one-to-one, a friendly one-to-one with them. So you guys have seen this picture in my last presentation as well. The gentleman, Guy Lessinger, he is a financial advisor. This was his previous profile picture. And the second one, the one on the right, was taken by me. I'm not trying to make him look like a model, but what I'm trying to convey here is that you are more than just a headshot. You know, I appreciate there are companies where you have to have a plain background for security reasons. You know, one of my clients, she said, she works for Cisco at a really good position, but at the same time she also wants to start her business. So I did her personal branding images for her business that she's parallelly running, but she said, Akki, for security reasons I cannot use you know, one of these images on my LinkedIn profile, which is absolutely fine. So as long as people are happy for me to take their pictures with a plain background, I can do that. But what I specialize in is bringing out people's personality and capturing their best version. So I'm going to escape the presentation and just show you why personal branding images work. So Dan is a director of Riverview Portfolio. It's a big accountancy firm. He's one of the directors, and I worked with all three directors of this company. I'm just going to kind of scroll through the post to give you an idea what happens when you communicate with the help of personal branding images. My intention is not to say that, okay, the other posts don't work. No, if the content is really good, people can connect with it, they do work. But what happens when you include a visual with any post is, you know, it gets your attention. You're scrolling. Social media can be really overwhelming, and you've got loads and loads of connections. So who are you going to communicate with on a, you know, on a daily basis? So if somebody is going through their LinkedIn, now he shared this, if you can see the engagement, you know, on rest of his posts, fairly okay. But yesterday he shared this picture and bang, you know, people have really connected, and the story that he has, you know, shared along with the picture. So the combination of both, it's making it so engaging. The next one, why you should have professionals. So you just saw Gail, she's a healthcare project management specialist. Now, if somebody is going to land on her LinkedIn page, the first thing they will see is Gail. So her profile picture. Next, they will go to probably, you know, her cover image, or they will just go down, scroll down and look at her about details. But the first thing they would definitely see is, who is the person? One more example. Now, this is again one of my clients. Her picture is in sync with her brand color. So when we talk about branding, it's taking pictures in sync with your brand personality as well. So yeah, when somebody's going to click on her About Us page, they're going to find a friendly lady who is actually a bookkeeping expert. So they definitely work.
Right.
I've got to continue. Why Akanksha Agarwal photography? Am I running short of time, James?
You're just about on time, but you can take another minute or two if you'd like.
Okay. So why Akanksha Agarwal photography? I know my stuff. From lighting to editing, I've learned from the best in the industry. I know there are photographers who've got more experience than mine, but the challenge is that, yes, they've got experience, but they never thought of upgrading their skills. With the right techniques and some coaching, I know that everybody can have portraits, business or personal, that capture their best self. And with us, sessions are as easy as having a conversation. I'm going to skip this because this can be found on my website as well. So these are just a few kind words from our lovely, lovely clients. Important slide, which I don't want to miss today. Who am I looking to be introduced to? So we now want to step into the bigger market for team headshots. So business owners who are time short and hate having their pictures taken absolutely would love an introduction. HR directors, because these are the people who can connect us with the teams or the leadership team who want their company headshots to be done. Recruitment directors, these are the people who can introduce us, for the new recruit headshots. So that can be a consistent work. Universities, again, headshots for graduates who are starting to look for their dream jobs, and any corporate company who's got a strength of 30 plus employees. So they should be based in Berkshire, Hampshire, Wiltshire, Oxfordshire. We're also willing to go towards London. So these are our dream clients. Who's not our ideal client, somebody who's going to ask me, how much do you charge, without even understanding what can we do for them. So they aren't the right fit for us. That's it from my side. Thank you so much for your time and listening to me. More than happy to take any questions.